Pete was saying that for the second half of the season, you and Jack have an opportunity to really step forward, use kind of the first half as a learning experience, and now kind of flip the script and really step forward, start making plays, whatever. Do you see that as well?
Oh yeah, I see that for sure. And I just feel like in general, like this first year in general is going to be like a learning year because I feel like we haven't been here to do anything. But one thing I do know for sure with me and Jack, we're going to lean on each other and work to get each other better every single day, whether that's in here watching film or being on the field after practice, getting a bunch of catches in with each other. Like, yeah, we play receiver, and everybody always talks about the competition part of it and battling, but we both got the same end goal for ourselves as one another. So like we both want to be great receivers. So if one of us is going to be doing it, we work together and make both of us better at that. So I definitely agree with Coach saying like the first half was like our learning time, and then now it's time to really go out there and make plays. I feel like we definitely need to be able to do that.
Gina was just talking about how you're watching film at 6 a.m., you're doing everything you can to make the transition. What do you think's been the most difficult part about the transition from college to pros? What do you, on a daily basis?
Yeah, I think in college, it's still more, who can just go out there, not physical, the other guy, just who's better physically. And I think there's a big switch when you get to the pros. I think it goes from, 60-70% physical, 30% mental in college, and I think it like hits a whole U-turn. I think it's more, everybody here is physically good enough to be here, but now it's like that whole mental side of the game. It's like 90% physical, 90% mental, and 10% physical at this level. And it's just all about, there's a lot more adjustments and routes, and you have to see the defense. It's not just going out there, and just run route. You have to analyze what's going on. What me and G talked about was just, being able to go out there, play fast, play free, play physical without thinking much, just knowing everything like the front and back of your hand. It's something that you got to learn, as a rookie. But G, he's really helping me out right now. Right. Tuck, the older guys are just really pulling me and Dante ahead. Like G said, we're meeting early. We're getting on the same page about everything. He's showing me how to watch film the right way, and all that. So.
And that's what Pete said. He said the last 8 or 9 games is for you and Dante to make a switch, to switch it back and to go forward and really improve. Do you see that as well?
100%.
The second half of the season to take another level.
100%. Yeah, 100%. Like I said, me and G, and not only me and G, but just everybody. We're all just really getting fine-tuning everything, like we have been the whole season. But no, I agree 100% with Coach Kelly. It was maybe a little bit of a rookie mindset. We had the first half of the season, but now that has to go away. Now we're getting called on to go win games, and that's a role that we're going to step into. Me and Tay, we got the confidence for it. We got the willingness to go out and get it. So we're both excited to keep coming here, keep grinding each and every day, and showing everybody what we got.